Hello and welcome to yet another edition of Yes 101's Visual Radio. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Nithmini De Silva.
And I'm Hashni Pathirana.
Newsfirst headline.
Iranian president to arrive in Sri Lanka tomorrow. US and Sri Lanka navies conduct Carrot Sri Lanka 2024 exercise in Trinco. Chinese Communist Party delegation in Sri Lanka holds talks with the NPP. Treasurer of the Sri Ram Janmabhoomi Tirtha Shestra Trust Swami Govind Dev Giri Maharaj visits Sri Bhakta Hanuman Kovil. Army forms committee to probe Diyatalawa tragedy. In news overseas, Voyager 1 sends readable data again from deep space. And in cricket, Chamarya Tapattu goes atop ODI batting charts in latest player rankings update.
Now taking a look at your top local story. Tomorrow at 9:30 a.m., Dr. Ibrahim Raisi, the president of Iran, is slated to touch down at Matala International Airport. He is to inaugurate the hydropower plant within the Umayyad multipurpose project. Following his event, President Raisi will proceed to Colombo, where an official reception awaits him in the afternoon. 5 bilateral agreements will be signed and the presidents of both nations will be present. President Raisi is currently in Pakistan on a 3-day visit. Tomorrow, he will conclude his visit to Pakistan and will arrive in Sri Lanka.
Meanwhile, the United States Navy, US Marine Corps and Sri Lanka Navy continue to partner for the Cooperation of Float Readiness and Training or Carrot Sri Lanka 2024 exercise, which will take place until the 26th of April. Now, Carrot Sri Lanka will feature the expertise of the US Fleet Anti-Terrorism Security Team, a US Marine Corps unit specialized in security and anti-terrorism for naval assets, engaging alongside their Sri Lanka Navy Marine counterparts on a full spectrum of naval capabilities.
And on to more local stories. As the president of Iran prepares for his visit to the country, today saw the arrival of Sun Haiyan, Vice Minister of the International Department of the Chinese Communist Party in Sri Lanka, for a 2-day visit. Tasked directly by the Central Committee, the apex decision-making body of the Chinese Communist Party, the International Division assumes the pivotal role of nurturing and fostering relationships with foreign political entities and organizations. Sun Haiyan assumed her role as Vice Minister in 2023 following her tenure as the Chinese ambassador to Singapore. Her tour in Sri Lanka today commenced with a meeting at the Janatha Vimukti Peramana headquarters, where she engaged with Anurakumara Dissanayake, the leader of the National People's Power. The meeting delved into discussions on the prevailing political landscape, forthcoming elections and prospective scenarios. Emphasis was placed on the imperative of fostering political stability to navigate the country through the current crisis, particularly concerning the preparations of the National People's Power for the upcoming elections and the corresponding strategies to be deployed.
Moving on to other local news. Treasurer of the Sri Ram Janmabhoomi Tirtha Shestra Trust, Swami Govind Dev Giri Maharaj, currently on a visit to Sri Lanka to enhance Indo-Lanka ties, visited the Sri Bhakta Hanuman Kovil in Rambodanur earlier today. Here's what he had to say.
Hanuman Jayanti, and therefore we perform Hanuman Puja. Tomorrow we shall perform Janaki Mata, Sita Mata Puja. The people here who are having total faith in the same culture which we call Sanatan culture, Indian culture, Sri Lanka and India, Bharat, have got historical, cultural, emotional bondage. We must keep on strengthening the emotion of oneness by meeting each other, by helping each other, by cooperating with each other and giving this to our next generation, that we, the Indians and Sri Lankans, are one and one alone.
Now moving on to our last local story for this hour. The Sri Lankan Army has decided to appoint a 7-member committee to investigate the tragic accident that took place at the Fox Hill Supercross in Diyatalawa on Sunday. Major General Rasika Kumara, the Army spokesperson, announced the formation of this committee, which operates under the leadership of another Major General. Their mission is to delve into the incident's root causes, identify those responsible, and assess whether adequate security measures were in place for the spectators. Major General Rasika Kumara revealed that the comprehensive investigation report will be submitted to the Army Commander on the 10th of May. As a consequence of the incident, 18 people are currently receiving medical attention. 10 of them are under the care of Batula General Hospital, while the remaining 8 are at the Diyatalawa Hospital. Among the injured, two are in the intensive care unit, with one individual's condition being particularly severe, as reported by the Army spokesperson. 2 drivers implicated in the incident have been remanded in custody until the 10th of May. The tragic incident claimed the lives of 7 people, including a girl.
International news.
The US Space Agency says its Voyager 1 probe is once again sending usable information back to Earth after months of spouting gibberish. The 46-year-old NASA spacecraft is humanity's most distant object. A computer fault stopped it returning readable data in November, but engineers have now fixed this. Foreign media reports that for the moment, Voyager is sending back only health data about its onboard systems, but further work should get the scientific instruments back online. Voyager 1 is more than 24 billion kilometers away, so distant its radio messages take fully 22.5 hours to reach us.
Sports news.
And finally, moving on to our sports news for this hour, it's coming from cricket. Now, powering Sri Lanka to the highest successful run chase in women's ODIs has been Chamari Atapattu, go to the top of the ICC Women's ODI batting rankings in the latest update. Atapattu's stellar knock in the third and final ODI helped Sri Lanka level the 3-match series in South Africa. Chasing a record target of 302 to win, Atapattu led Sri Lanka's fight back with a brilliant 195 not out, the third highest score in women's ODIs. It's also the second highest score by anyone in a successful run chase in ODI cricket, men's and women's, right behind Glenn Maxwell's 201 not out against Afghanistan in the ICC Men's Cricket World Cup 2023.
And with that, we wrap up this edition of Yes 101's Visual Radio. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Dithmini De Silva.
And I'm Hashni Patirana. Thank you for watching.